incredible, strong woman, and we have been through so much to get to, to Australia. It'd be an honour if you could tell, everyone your story and how we got here and what jewellery means to you. So, because I know it played a big part in us coming to Australia, and if it wasn't for jewellery, we wouldn't have been able to come here. So, maybe first off, can you tell us what was it like, in Russia back then, around 1989, 1990 when I was born?
It was a days in Russia when we have nothing, and our government introduced coupons. Where is you can go to shop, and there is empty shelves. You can't buy really anything. And I was pregnant with you, and it was very difficult for me. And plus, I have your brother, who was only 9 years old. And I sort of have to choose between who I have to feed you inside me or your brother. And sometimes I have to stay in a queue for 4 hours and come back without food. And a couple of times I was standing and I'm just collapsed. I just collapsed. And after this, your brother have to stay. He said, "Mom, you can't stay anymore in the queue." And I will stay. I will stay. And like I said, it was such a difficult time. You get this 1 kilo of meat, 1 kilo of sugar, and you don't know what to do. You come home and you have a family, and you have a boy who is always hungry because he's growing up. And like I said, I have another child inside who is growing and who needs nutrition.
You said that obviously it was really tough in Russia, and we didn't have much money, and we didn't. We weren't allowed to leave. So I know that you sold some of your jewellery to pay for our plane ticket.
Yeah.
So what made you make that decision?
To be able to do this, I have to sell my jewellery and buy a ticket and take with me only a few pieces, just to show that I'm going on a holiday.
And did you have a lot of jewellery before?
Yeah, I love jewelry like every Russian woman. We all love blinks. Yes, and I had a lot of different, because in Russia it was traditional. You're changing them accordingly to your dress, red, purple, green, and that's why I give you my emeralds. And that's only I can bring, that's all. And the rest I have to sell and get rid of.
Well, you came to Australia with
two suitcases,
2 children, nowhere to live, no money, and you didn't speak the language.
No.
And one thing that you did to help us before leaving was you sold your jewellery, and you had it all melted down into gold. So
in one chain.
In one chain.
Big chain.
So if we ever needed any money to
live,
live,
I was thinking it will be easy to sell in Australia.
How did it make you feel when you were able to buy yourself, after 15 years, a piece of jewellery?
Oh, it was, like I said, it was so beautiful. It's again make me feel like I am a woman, and something what is special, and plus something what is I can pass to you, to Vilo, and it means a lot for me, because I just bought here in Australia. It's like I start my new collection.
From Anton.
Yes.
Your first piece of jewellery after 15 years from Anton.
That's from Anton, and that's what is very interesting.
Well, it is Mother's Day, and to celebrate Mother's Day, I got you something from the Dolce Amore collection.
No.
And the Dolce Amore is all about love, obviously. And this is a little present that if Willow would like to bring it over. This is for Mother's Day. Come here, Willow. Hey, Willow, come here. And this is just something little. I know it doesn't replace all the jewellery that you sold to give my brother and I a better life and to give us a life here in Australia. It's just a little something.
I love you so much. It's so special. Like I said, and it's like a coincidence. That's I bought first ring and now I got that.
What do you think it is? You don't know?
Oh, I can't even open. Sorry. Just can't even open. Oh.
And so they're 5 diamonds.
Oh.
And so the big diamond's you. Then it goes to Stas, my brother, me. Then there's a diamond for Willow and a diamond for Kingston. So 5 diamonds.